Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pathway. Hey, I just remembered that we totally did have one achievement that rewarded us with an ammo box, and I think this is a large ammo box too. I think this is 20 shots. So you know what? Actually, I think we're going to be just fine. Was that, how much? That was 30 ammo, in fact. Holy crap. Yeah, we're totally going to be okay. That is probably enough ammo that we don't have to worry anymore. I'm glad I went and looked. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure we have not done any achievements that gave ammo. That's right, that one time we got the triple shotgun kill. Okay, so, now that Natalya has arrived, I assume that somehow, somewhere, she sensed how poorly the run was going, and she swung in to save us. I have a hard time imagining us losing. I guess the battles have been pretty hard. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but I have a good feeling now. I guess we're not super high on fuel either. The bumpy dirt track leads you through rocky terrain when a turnoff appears on your left. It is obviously a dead end that stops not far from a rock face. But wait, what's that? An old mine entrance? Hell yeah, an old mine entrance. Let's go in the spooky mine. After a dozen steps, the tunnel ends in a blank rock face. A shaft dug into the ground leads into the depths, surrounded by a pile of rubble from old wooden beams and bobbins. Everything around you seems derelict and dilapidated. Well, let's repair the winch. But Natalya immediately making herself critically useful. After a few unsuccessful attempts, Natalya finally gives up. Alright, I spoke too soon. You continue your journey. We didn't hit the dice roll. Our plan is definitely to go this way, because this is where the shop is, but do we still have the trophy available that will give us 3 fuel? Did we cash that in? No. Alright, I think we can afford to do this and rest up and repair our armor here. And I know that we're not all in great condition. So, let's see. Natalya, the armor Natalya is wearing is in perfect condition. We can swap her into this so that gets repaired. And yeah, we're wearing all the rest of our armor. Alright, I think that was a good use of 2 gas. Do we want to head further this way? Probably not. Now, let's just go back to where we know the shop is. Alright, we are ready to get into some trouble. I guess the one thing we have to ask ourselves now is whether I would like to... Yeah, whether I would like to swap this pistol back over onto Natalya or not. She's a better shot. And with this pistol and her 3 damage, she's not going to be able to kill people as easily. Like, the reason that we would not swap it back is if either she was good enough with this pistol to get 1-shots or to do damage in amounts that lowers the number of hits we need to take enemies, or if Omar is reliant on this pistol to be good enough to take enemies down in a lower number of hits. I think it makes the most sense to swap the good pistol back onto Natalya. I think. I don't know. Now that we have 4 people, there's also a little bit more room for error. We can play a little bit worse and come out okay. The freshly churned up sand and footprints around the entrance lead to just one conclusion. The ancient temple you have discovered here has visitors. You give in to your curiosity and warily enter the ruins. So they didn't even give me the choice there. They knew what I would pick. You soon spot a group of cultists at work on the walls of the altar room. They have not noticed you yet. Where are we at XP-wise? The duty's pretty close to a level up. We could potentially get Omar a level up by the end of the map. Are either of those level ups going to be critical? His will be pistol range. That's alright. That's not bad. And his will be a point of vitality or a point of dexterity. So given the situation that we're in, we know this is the last adventure. At least I'm pretty certain this is the last adventure. Experience that doesn't lead to an immediate level up is pretty devalued now because we're not trying to advance these characters for the future. It might be the case that we just want to skip combats, especially since, our ammo's not super high. Yeah, I think we don't want to do unnecessary combat right now. And we want to try to take this. I guess if I don't do any unnecessary combat, it's going to be a little bit of a anticlimactic video. And we do have to fight for fuel a little bit at least. You discover a subterranean temple hidden in the desert wilderness. Its eastern wall sounds hollow. You quickly smash the porous clay bricks and thrust your torches into the space behind the wall. Your eyes fall on a large granite sarcophagus that has survived millennia in this tiny chamber. What do we got? Okay, 3 petroleum is pretty good. And also some money. Lord knows we don't have enough money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then from here... Ooh, we are not going to be able to buy enough fuel to get to the end, probably. So yeah, let's not take a lot of unnecessary nodes just yet. A group of cultists are camped among the ruins. They have seen you and jump up with murderous intent. Alright, we definitely need to engage in at least some combat so that we will have enough fuel to get to the end. We have here an infected 1, a cultist 2, all the way down there. Ooh, a bunch of zombie 3s with 51 health. God, I'm glad we have Natalya back. So, Omar... Is Omar going to be the one who kills this guy? Probably not. It's probably going to be the father with his sniper rifle. Let's put him in a position here where we can take that shot and then run away. Guy only has 34 health, and that'll probably do it. You can start over here. I don't really know what my plan is, aside from shooting this guy with a sniper rifle. Okay, and then we gotta make sure this zombie dies, and he has enough health that we probably want to do this with Natalya. She has full bravery. Would I rather have her like run over and double shot? Because she is capable of killing these guys even with a non-critical shot. So I might want to have her put up against multiple enemies. Yeah, like move to here. Shoot these 2 guys. Oh. That's a bad miss. Splendid Machete should get a kill on this dude. I don't know. I don't know that it matters terribly where we stand when we do it. Wow. That's pretty alright. That's like a pretty good amount of damage. And then we can have Omar just finish this guy, because if nobody finishes that guy off, he's definitely going to get to punch us. There you go. You're capable of doing 2 damage. I believe in you. Alright, I think that was a pretty productive first turn. There's only 2 actual zombies left. I'm going to assume that this is a High Priestess and not a 3rd Spore Bearer. I was not thinking about the cultist projectile here. I think that's probably pretty obvious. Yep, High Priestess. Wow, he has some range. I think it's a sniper rifle. This guy has a ton of health. Run over here and bleed him and see if that is good enough. No, it is not. 56. Yeah. We're going to have to hit him one more time. I don't think he's going to bleed for 17. Unfortunately, Omar is the one who really ought to do that. Oh no, Omar can move. It's Father Viduti who can't move. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just have Omar move to here and finish this dude off. I was hoping not to have to do this, but I guess it at least gets us back on bravery for double shot. Oh, that sucks. That would have been a really good time for him to hit, or for her to hit. Okay, I'm gonna throw out an ambush. Yeah, we're gonna throw out an ambush like this so that it stops that guy from moving. And Natalya can fall back to cover. He has actually no other moves. Just got to keep that guy from walking forward. So he's going to be able to hit Father Viduti. There's nothing we can do about that since we couldn't move him. Fortunately, it's a very low damage projectile. Man, cannot catch a break on these damage values. Yeah, I definitely want her to run over and hit the High Priestess. And then we can just make sure that everybody's all braveried up off these zombies. Wow, 80. 80's pretty good. Father of a Duty gets to take that guy. And Omar... Yes, Omar can get into a position where he has an actual shot here. It was more ammo than I would have liked to have spent. But we took almost no armor damage. And we have access to more healing items than we do armor repair items, so I'm a lot less worried about health damage. Alright, show me cool stuff. Okay, that's pretty cool. Honestly, I don't mind that either. And then just some garbage. Wow, that's a very valuable bowl. So do we even want to use health items to repair this stuff? Like, that's very minor damage. I guess let's not worry about it right now, at least. You reach a rocky landscape interspersed with rugged massifs. So hey, another one of these things. Well, let us definitely inspect the water. It has been very good to us in the past, and I'm sure there's no chance that that will change now. Hey, look at that. It actually didn't. Sometimes you tempt fate. It doesn't screw you because it is aware of reverse psychology. Alright, we're going to make straight for the shop here. We're going to go around like that. In the distance, you hear a wailing, many-voiced lament. Oh, hey, it's cultists. So, with all of that auto-heal, we could repair Shani's armor. I wonder if we should. I wonder if it's worth one of our few remaining repair items. Also, we gotta find some, we gotta find some grenades. Do I have a trophy that would give me grenades? I don't think we do. I think we almost got a good grenade trophy, yeah. Okay, we have lots of healing items available. I guess let's go for this. We're pretty low on ammo. But we're also pretty close to the shop, and we could get ammo from the battle. And we could still use more fuel. Yeah. Yeah, alright, let's fight. Turns out we still need lots and lots of stuff. Okay, 1 cultist, 2 infected, maybe 3 infected. They're up here. Where's the cultist? He is all the way down in the corner. That's inconvenient. He's probably going to get an attack off. I doubt I will be able to do anything about it. So Shani's in an awkward place, as always, with these dudes. We run Natalya to, right here. She has pretty clean shots on these infected, and she does enough damage she might actually kill them. Okay, not bad. Let's see. Shani cannot get in on the cultist. We could have Father of a Duty lock the cultist in place with an ambush, probably. Actually, that's probably the right move. In order for that to hold, we would have to get him to a position where he can just be aiming at the spaces around the cultist without there being the danger of any zombies catching him, or walking into the range. That is something we probably cannot do. Omar cannot kill this zombie. And if we have Shani run over to kill the zombie, then the cultist has an attack to launch, even if we do pin him in place. Which obviously makes pinning him in place a lot less valuable. I guess we'll still do it, though, because I don't really have a lot of other plans. And over here, we're pretty safe from the rest of the zombies we can see. There is still the one mystery zombie. Yeah, we have no idea where that enemy is. So have Father of a Duty run over here and set up the ambush like this. I really want to minimize the chance of anybody else triggering this. And the cultist goes very late in the turn. Then Omar can just stand wherever... Alright. Wherever he can be at maximum range from this zombie. And I guess I could double shot it? Okay. Man, those were both crits, huh? When he double crits, he does around as much damage as Natalya normally does. Okay, it is an infected. I believe that is a... Yeah, that is a new color scheme. An infected 3. Oh, I did move them into... While setting up a position that I knew was going to lead to him attacking like that, I moved them together. One of these days, I'm going to have to pay in some fairly serious way for my absent-mindedness, my scatterbrainedness, perhaps. But fortunately for us, it's probably not this day. Okay, Omar can finish that off. And then we can have Viduti lock the other zombie down. So Omar has to go all the way out to here. Okay, never mind. We can have Viduti just kill that guy. I forgot he was going to take a bunch of damage. Why are you not at full... Huh. Oh, I guess... Okay, that shows as half cover, but not when I'm mousing over the guy. So we need Viduti to be in this vertical line. Will he have the shot from here? I can't tell. Whatever, it's fine. He can run to here. He's still not in that other guy's range. Alright, aside from my occasionally questionable decision-making due to forgetting how things work, these battles have been going really smoothly. I love the fact that we have somebody here who can help us save ammo. Also, damn, she just hits really hard. So, we've seen now, like, the highest... 3 is the highest tier of unit we've ever seen, right? So we're seeing zombies that are, like, as tough as we are likely to see, and they're still not that tough. We have a piece of light armor here. Well, let's throw... Yeah, we can throw this in the valuables and grab that. Okay. Father Viduti levels up and gets 10 health or a little bit better aim. I think we probably want the little bit better aim. At least that's an actual choice, though. Some of these stat choices are a little bit false. Not far from your last stop, you notice a pile of books. Man, again, who is reading all of these books and then destroying them? The desert, I guess. The desert is a voracious reader. You find a wind-blown hut among a few ancient, barely recognizable graves. As you approach, you feel the hair on your hackles rising. Large puddles of blood have congealed in the sand around the hut. Well, that's no good, but we're definitely searching it. Alright, under some faded rags, we've discovered a small bundle. Also, so many skulls. We should definitely take these skulls. Ooh, an ornate bronze sacrificial bowl. We're just going to keep finding bowls of escalating value. As you prepare to leave, you hear a strange groaning. Alright, let's heal people up and stuff. We definitely want to throw a compression bandage on Shani. And then we probably do want to repair some armor, right? I feel a little bit less bad doing it now that we have the patch. We don't have any other light armor to swap them into, so yeah. This does not take us down to no remaining armor items. And Viduti. Alright, something tells me that we will be okay, as long as there aren't too many cultists. And as long as I remember that, hey, cultists have explosive attacks. Okay, no spitters, just a bunch of high-tier zombies and one cultist. And that one cultist is, unfortunately, not adjacent to our starting position. It would have been really cool if we could have just had Shani shank him and then run. Alright, well, how do we want to start this? Omar doesn't have double shot up. We don't really have a lot of options here. Duty can start there, Shani can start here, and Natalya can start there. It is a shame Natalya doesn't have double strike. I think he only has 40 health. Really wish we had a grenade right now. Well, we're more likely, if we're only going to hit the cultist once, which is possible, we're more likely to get the kill with Shani than we are with anybody else. So what we could do here is have Viduti shoot this guy and hope for the kill. If he's not able to get the cleanup, okay, he got it. I was going to say if he's not going to get the cleanup, then Omar can maybe run and help. But now we can use Shani to bleed the cultist. Maybe get enough damage on him. Okay, bleed for 8. Yeah, I think that's probably going to get him. Then 51 damage is far from guaranteed. We light that guy up, and then we have Omar run over here and finish the job. We're definitely going to get mauled by this one zombie. Oh, I should have just thrown a punch. Oh, and there are more zombies behind the building that we could not see while making these decisions. Great. Fantastic. Well, so we're going to get hit by all the zombies then, if they want to hit us. Yeah, not ideal. There's no real reason for Viduti to move at all because he's not in this guy's range, but Natalya should move. We can at least deny one zombie an attack. Alright, we have lots of repair items. This is not the end of the world. And we did have to get rid of that cultist. Okay, so they're all the way through one of our suits of heavy armor. Yeah, that does not affect us very much at all. It turns out Shani has a perfectly reasonable thing she can do from the spot she's standing in. And then, like, could we kill all 3 of them this turn? If we don't, Shani gets hit again. But we could just use Viduti to lock this dude in place. Yeah, like, I really don't want to use double shot. But we may have to. Alright, let's back up. That's really what I was hoping was not going to happen. There was a pretty good chance of her getting the job done, you know? That was worth a try. And then Viduti is going to stand here, which prevents this guy from hitting Shani, and he's going to try to finish the job. Nope, of course not. This particular zombie encounter has gone all the way awry. My goal here was pretty much just to keep zombies from hitting Shani, since she's in some actual danger. But okay, this is an acceptable outcome. The Shani can get the job done. Unlike the rest of you idiots. Alright. You know, Omar has failed us in a lot of ways, a lot of times over the course of this game. But he will always have that one time he punched that zombie so hard its arms fell off. And who among us can say the same, really? Alright, we got ourselves a medium ammo box. Very welcome. And another peacoat. And then the shop, where we buy all of the fuel and all of the ammo. Okay, and actually the entire shop. The entire shop is good for us. And we still have $8,000. It's possible that the economy could use a little bit of retuning. There's an awful lot of opportunities to gain money. Well, let's not mess with it here. We might come across an opportunity to rest and avoid having to use some items. We discover some crooked tombstones in the desert sands. A dismal silence blankets this forsaken place. Father Viduti? Anything? No? Okay. It said forsaken right there. I thought, there's a chance. Oh, a lot of tire tracks in the sand in front of a lonely desert temple. The thing is, I think at this point we could just ignore combat. I think we have enough fuel that we don't have to fight people anymore. But, like, what about all the treasure? There could be treasure. We're not really low on supplies. Yeah, sure. Interrogate the man. Just you wait. Sooner or later, people will be back. Yeah, let's search the temple chamber. Let's get rich. Find nothing of value and leave disappointed. Hey, nothing of value? This is some valuable stuff. Alright, get in there. I would much rather have Omar holding a grenade. He's mad about the quality of this grenade. And then that is not a better sniper rifle than the one we have. But still pretty good. Right? It's not better? I'm assuming the one we have is purple, so I'm assuming. Yeah, it is pretty considerably worse. Alright, 10 fuel remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can afford to go a little out of the way if we want. Although I'm not sure what I'm going a little way out of the way for. Oh, we found another old abandoned caravansary. Let's see if we can use brute force to break into... Nope. You find nothing of value and continue your journey. That's a shame. I was really hoping for another old well. That would have been pretty handy. The Brotherhood has seized control of the old abandoned mine. They appear to be preparing an unholy ritual here. There sure are a lot of mines full of zombies in this desert. Helpless, you cower in the shadows as the cultist chanting grows louder. They've gathered around a clay idol and are repeatedly prostrating themselves in the dust before it. Well, I do want to see what the outcome of these forbidden lore options is. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit it. To your horror, Viduti suddenly jumps up. The idol is the key! With these words, he rushes toward the statue but stumbles and falls sprawled out on the stone floor. The dumbfounded cultists stop for a moment but then seize their weapons. Alright, well, let's repair our gear. I guess we may as well just swap in the other armor. Save on resources here. Natalya can use this, and... we don't have another threat. I might just leave Shani without her 12 health. I guess that makes it pretty likely that she'll go down. Yeah, sure, let's repair her. Okay. Viduti, you are a constant embarrassment. Not quite a Jackson-level embarrassment, but still, bad. I feel like we've been appearing to miss a lot of die rolls this adventure. There's an infected way over there in the corner and a cultist right near him, so we definitely want to push that way pretty aggressively. Shani's pretty fast. Okay. Can we take these dudes out? If I'm right here, that guy's not going to benefit from his cover. Okay. There's one kill. There's a zombie right there who has to get dealt with. That seems like a job for Shani. We can make absolutely certain. Then we can use Omar to do a little bit of cleanup here. Oof, although he has to stay pretty far away while doing it to guarantee that he actually gets the shot. And that means we can just use Viduti to deny movement, right? Yep, nothing's left except normal zombies. Well, that being the case, he doesn't really need to deny movement. There's nothing near us that we're afraid of enough for that to be an issue. Let's just shoot guys. We definitely want to make sure that we get Natalya's bravery recharged, because her being able to open a fight with a double shot is so valuable. Oh, there's a zombie right there. Okay, he doesn't quite reach us. This turn, we might want to use ambush. Was that Natalya who got hit? Yeah, I think so. That's less than ideal. So if we knew exactly where this zombie was, I mean, we can use the mouse over thing, right? It will tell us when we find him. Because there was a zombie who moved up into here. Maybe it was this guy. Maybe this was all the distance he got. I guess we can just ignore him then. Natalya can just shoot that dude. And reload. Guy has actual cover now, which is annoying. We moved to here. Yeah, we moved to here. I'm safe. I'm safe, but also I can't shoot any enemies. Man. Yeah, it sure does show them all not highlighted when I'm there. I just kind of assumed that, you know, we'd be able to do stuff. So Shani cannot run forward into combat safely. And she can kill this guy, maybe. Enough of that spore nonsense. And the rest of us are already safe. So I guess we don't really need to do an ambush. We can just keep shooting. May as well hold on to the bravery if I don't have to use it. So yeah, that guy who was just a little bit into the hallway is totally the zombie that Viduti shot last turn. That guy has like 4 health or something. Well, that's a very attractive grenade opportunity. This would be a really good time to have a shotgun. Where did this guy end up? He ended up right there. I guess he only has 3 health. I should not use Shani for this. Shani should kill guys who are healthy, because she's actually very good at it. Let's have Natalya try to get this one. There you go, and if she doesn't do it, then she at least leaves him low enough that we can get rid of him via other means. I'm going to punch both these zombies to death to save on ammo. Father Viduti with his mighty holy smite, and then Omar with his terrified open-handed slap. You know, the man's got feelings about zombies. I imagine in a situation where I was face-to-face with one, I would have similar feelings. The guy's like, hey, where'd everybody go? Okay, bad news. We can't actually get to him this turn. I'm pretty sure this position will be safe. Alright, where is he? It's right there. Damn, 81 is a little tiny bit of overkill. So I don't even remember how much ammo we have anymore, because we're back into that place where I don't have to think about it, which is awfully nice. Okay, a bunch of garbage and some garbage. I love it when we find garbage. Got our level up on Omar, and he is going to take, I believe, pistol range. It's very unlikely that we would want to have him use an assault rifle. It's not impossible that we might put him on shotgun, if we found a shotgun. Especially now that we have another pistol. But 1 point of range would be actually very meaningful for him, because right now his range is exactly the same as a zombie's walk distance. Yeah, and plus range makes it so much easier to get good double shots. Pistol skills are just so dominant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Just debating whether we wanted to do like a little triangle move there. A large detachment of soldiers in the ruins ahead of you are completely unaware of your approach. An attack is the last thing they expect. We are very unlikely to get enough experience to get another level up. I guess let's just not strain our supplies, right? We have what we need to make it, let's just make it. A few crates in the sand piqued your interest, but nothing of value could be found. Also, lots of more tangled brush. It turns out, a lot of parts of the desert look like a lot of other parts of the desert. It's probably like its main defining feature. Wow, this is something though. The ancient, dilapidated building in front of you may once have been a temple. Curious, you start to explore it. As you enter the altar room, you almost stumble over a cultist who is cowering motionless in a wall recess. He has seen you and alerts his brothers. Do we need to... No, we don't need to do anything. That last fight actually went very well. What is it with cults in movies and statues with big stone heads? You ever notice how big all the heads on these cult statues are? Very strange thing. Alright, we've got ourselves a great opportunity for a really good double shot. She has to... Oh, sorry. That's not the right person. There we go. There's one guy who we can't see. He could be an infected. He could be a cultist. He's probably an infected. We haven't seen a lot of multiple cultist missions. Shani cannot quite reach the High Priestess. So, like, I kind of want Shani to just kill the zombie over here. So I think what we'll do is have Omar take up a good position, finish this guy. And then we can have Viduti just lock that dude in place, maybe? Don't want to move too far up. Spot Omar is in is actually, like, the good spot for this. Oh, you know what? This totally works. Although, again, we have the problem of the cultist being the one who acts last. We gotta make sure that we angle this in such a way that we're not going to let a zombie set it off. And then... might just have her reload, honestly. I guess she's pretty shootable from where the priestess is, but... so Shani... yeah, I'm going to leave her in the open intentionally, in the hopes that the priestess will shoot her instead of Shani. Alright, awful lot of slow shambling around here. We are going to have to deal with that guy next turn. I'm hoping that the Spore Bearer does not lock Shani in place. That's very unfortunate. And he got into range to do something first. Yeah, that's like the worst possible outcome there. I didn't actually do anything meaningful with my ambush at all. Alright, let's have Shani fall back. This way, at least if she does get bullseyed by something, she's in a place where we can heal her easily. Omar's got the finish on the infected. Taking advantage of that new maximum range. We probably cannot hit the High Priestess this turn. Okay, if I'm right here, I am not in range of that guy. So what do we have Viduti do? I guess Viduti can move forward a little bit and set up another... I want to stay in high cover. We can set up another ambush over here and try to keep this guy where he is. This seems like it's probably not going to have any effect. Oh well. Viduti has bravery to burn. And who knows, maybe that guy will just wander into it because he doesn't see it. Okay, you know what? If it prevents him from acting, that's actually a totally fine outcome. He has good high cover. And I am not... there's nowhere around here where I can get high cover while pushing over to him. That's a little inconvenient. We could have Shani deal with this guy, but unfortunately Shani is not going to be able to have cover while doing so. That's very inconvenient. And there really is nowhere where there is high cover available from him. I'll have Omar run down and handle the rest of that dude from here. There's a zombie over here somewhere, but I don't remember exactly where, and it... okay, it's right here. Well, we can do this then. Okay, yep, that is the Spore guy. I was about to say, oh no, have I killed Shani? But right, that guy does not deal damage. And we'll just move up to... let's say wall position. I want a cover position, because I want to be able to... actually project enough of a zone to keep him in place. Alright, he can attack from where he is, and he won't get ambushed. Alright, good. We took advantage of the cover. And remarkably, he does just run into the ambush. Okay, well that was nice of him. Can we... Shani? No, Shani got stuck in place. He has 17 health. We don't quite have the ability to punch him to death. Can't get a second fist over there. Well, the party definitely feels more capable now that Natalya's in it. But if anything, this just sort of like underscores the problems with both Natalya and pistols. Ooh, 2 hammer and pliers. That's extremely welcome. We have a stiletto here that we definitely don't need. Let's just get a move on. We're almost there. The desert wind whistles dolefully over the ruins of an ancient altar. Priests of a long-forgotten cult once worshipped their long-forgotten god in this place. They didn't believe in walls or roofs, but they did believe in tiny obsidian arrowheads. That was their whole thing, just carving the smallest arrowheads they possibly could. Nobody knows why, they were just way into it. Steps of the ancient stone temple that you find among the rocks lead you deeper and deeper underground. Your subterranean journey ends in a dusty vault. You see an altar at its center. Okay, a little bit more fuel, not that we need it. So I am definitely wondering if there's going to be some kind of, like, boss encounter or something new, or if we're going to reach a little bit of an anticlimax at the end as we basically see the same enemies that we've been seeing the whole game. You are probably the first people in many years to set foot in this deserted place. Desert sand has left little more than crumbling walls. Alright, well, it is time to top people off. So Shani could use a compression bandage. And we may as well hit her armor. And then it would be best if we were, you know, like we can afford the repairs. I guess it's a difference of 4 points of armor. Probably it's better to just do this. Save these for, I don't know, potentially the future. Even if this is the last adventure for now, you know, there's no saying that they won't update the game and add things. Maybe we'll be happy we were frugal with our supplies. You have finally reached your destination. The temple tomb of the Queen of Sheba rises menacingly before you. Confused, you survey this strange structure. Then you realize the tomb was carved into the solid lava basalt in the distant past. Is it weird looking? Kind of hard to say. It sort of just looks like columns and a hallway. The tomb is teeming with cultists. Some of them are clearing rocks and gravel out of the temple forecourt, while others patrol in groups. There's no way you can get past unseen. Yeah, that's not really how we do things. There's nothing you can do but observe the cultists from a safe distance. You crouch behind some rocks and try not to contemplate what will happen if you are discovered. A call goes through the crowd. A bulky structure appears at the tomb entrance. Several dozen cultists have attached ropes to the massive object and are slowly pulling it into the forecourt. Okay, that sort of looks like a chariot. You are in no doubt. This must be Merkaba, the legendary divine chariot of King Solomon. I mean, oh hey, yes, that definitely is what a chariot looks like. The crowd parts, and you can now see a procession of priestesses approaching the strange structure. Frantically, you rack your brains to think of something you can do, but the enemy numbers are overwhelming. Any attempt to interfere would be suicide. It is a shame we're so low on grenades. 4 priestesses stand at each of the 4 corners of the structure, while another ornately garbed priestess mounts the Merkaba to sit on its throne-like seat. The priestess calls out to her followers in words that you do not understand, and they kneel and begin to chant in supplication. Man, we brought our languages guy specifically for stuff like this, and he still isn't helping. At a signal from the priestess, her acolytes move to the corners of the chariot. Something flashes in their hands. Those must be Valkyrium crystals. I do feel like we did not get a lot of story about Valkyrium. I thought after we found that German counterintelligence officer that would be a thread that would run through the whole thing, but there hasn't been a lot of talk about it. I assume that the weird big green crystals we've found in the desert are Valkyrium, but we haven't gotten any, like, indication of exactly what the Nazis want to use it for, or what its powers are, aside from making water magically heal you, I guess. A loud hum emanates from the structure, then suddenly the ground trembles under your feet. Wow, that just obliterated those 4 priestesses, huh? Bright white, all-consuming flames shoot from the divine chariot. A moment later, the Merkaba disappears into the clouds. Then a clap of thunder shatters the silence. A gigantic explosion fills the sky as the ancient object shatters into 1,000 pieces. You wait until the wall of smoke is cleared, and then approach the scorched spot where the mysterious divine chariot stood. Suddenly, you hear an angry snarl. You spin around. The flames did not consume all the cultists of the Konesh Brotherhood. Alright, do we want to make any changes? There's definitely no reason for you to have half a stack of compression bandages. And then, do we want her to still have the first aid kit? We could give her this potion, but the first aid kit is equally good on everybody except Viduti, because most people don't have more than 40 health. But I'm wondering if we maybe want to trade out the first aid kit for the compression bandages so that we have more heals in case people go down. But I guess we'll just try to keep Natalya's first aid kit for reviving Viduti. In which case, I suppose it ought to be this potion. And we'll let Viduti handle all of our other healing needs, because he has that plus heal. Okay, with that then, I think we are ready to go. Let's do this. I will say I'm a little bummed out that I didn't get to have anything to do with the destruction of the Divine Chariot. And obviously the rules here are don't touch the ancient magic things, so I guess it's better that I was not personally involved. Ooh. High Priestess Tier 2. For a second there I thought maybe that was a unique final encounter unit. So there are 2 infected 3s, 3 cultists, although one of them is only a level 1. Yeah, we're going to take a lot of damage here. There's no two ways about that. I suppose we want to press this way as quickly as we can. Try to take out as many of those ranged units as we can right now. She can get all the way over here and bleed the High Priestess pretty hard. I think that's almost certain to be a correct move. Okay, 60 leaves him with a lot of health. You know, he may well bleed out. I think we can probably leave him. We've seen her bleed do a lot of damage. Get you over here into the most covered position we can. I'm putting her in a spot where the cultists... Yeah, shoot. Cultist grenades are going to be really unpleasant. Okay, can we get Omar to a spot where he's like relatively safe and double shot to finish those off? It is probably the case. Oh. Huh, that explosion was larger in radius. Okay, I'm a little surprised by that. I guess we had never killed an infected 3 close enough to another unit to know that that would happen, have we? So it would be cool to kill the cultists, but this zombie is close enough to melee us, so it would be also extremely cool to kill this zombie. Yeah, alright, the cultist will be a next turn problem. I just did it either. One of these days I'll learn. Or not, I guess, because this might be the last episode of the series. I really did just throw all my dudes right next to each other. A cultist throwing at Shani gets to hit 3 people here. And there are 3 cultists, and I think they're all in range. Ugh. What an embarrassing way to lose this will be. And yep, both of my healing units are right there. Well, the good news is, after the second one, Shani will probably be down. Okay. Alright, so the father can pick her back up. Then she runs over and guts one of the cultists, right? She's pretty likely to get the oh, she's guaranteed to get the cultist one. Let's make that happen. Then we gotta put a couple people together to get one of the other cultists down, and we still have this zombie to worry about. You are definitely not going to kill that zombie. Even with a crit, you do not kill that zombie. What is the way that we are going to do this? It sucks that, like, a position like this doesn't let me shoot at that guy safely. Because I cannot shoot at him from a position where I'll have any cover at all. I guess we don't know for sure that the cultist attacks can be avoided with armor, do we? I don't know that I've ever seen it happen. They probably are explosives, and so they are not avoidable. So I guess it doesn't really matter if I'm in cover or not, as long as I'm far enough away to not get meleeed. So yeah, let's have Omar run over here. His gunshot does do more damage than the grenade. We're just going to have Omar and Natalya kill this cultist. And that zombie is going to get to do whatever he wants. If we don't move the father, I think he's not actually at risk from any zombies. And we probably can't move him in such a way that the cultist won't be able to hit him. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. That'll stop the zombie from moving. The cultist doesn't take his turn until after the zombie does. This should be fine. And now we have enough bravery on Natalya for another double shot. I definitely screwed this up pretty badly, but I think we have enough mechanical strength that we'll just make it through. Did Viduti go down? He did not. Well, that is actually really great. Alright, so do we want to just have her run over here? Our plan could be to run far enough away from the northern zombies to ignore them for a turn. No, if Shani gets into melee range of this guy, she is zombieable from there. But we do have to kill him, right? And we're going to have a hard time doing it any other way. You know what? I'm going to commit. Catch him with the bleed. That is definitely lethal, right? 13? I don't think we've ever seen her bleed hit for less than 13. And she actually has a slightly better weapon now than she used to. That's probably good. Let's have Omar fall back to here and just shoot that zombie. Or we care a little bit more about these zombies over here now. Okay, so we'll have Omar finish this guy off. And then we can have Natalya. Oh no, Natalya cannot find a position over here where she can shoot that guy. I can shoot him from here, but I'm meleeable there. Well, I would rather have Natalya get punched than have Shani get punched. So we'll just use a double shot to guarantee a kill on this dude, because I don't think we're going to need it after this. And yeah, Viduti can just fall back. Okay, so we have a bleed out, a melee attack, and then we're good. I did screw that up in a pretty embarrassing way. Sorry, part of the benefit of doing some things fundamentally, having some strategic fundamentals, is that you can make mistakes without them costing you everything. It's very rarely the case in a game that one mistake will be lethal. Just make some good decisions on the strategic level. You can often sort of route around having to be good on the tactical level, which is awfully good for me. Alright, that might not be the final encounter. There might be more. We have enough items, I think, to put ourselves back together. We should be able to handle one more, if there is one. What is that? Splendid hydraulic armor. 81 points of armor. That is pretty cool. Curved shaving knife. Okay, this goes in that slot. We can drop this stiletto and take this cool heavy armor. That is pretty neat. Does lower agility, which is movement. A little awkward, but yeah, we definitely will have a use for that. That was the last of your opponents. Finally, you have time to look around. There's no trace of the divine chariot, but it seems as if its remains must be spread over half the globe. What kind of culture could have held the key to such incomprehensible powers in the earliest days of humanity? It is a fair question. Your gaze falls on the basalt grave of the Queen of Sheba. For thousands of years it withstood the ravages of time, but it was no match for the power of the divine Chariot. Where there was an entrance just a few minutes ago, you now see nothing but a smoking heap of rubble. If the legendary jewels of King Solomon really did exist, they are now buried under tons of rock. Well, let's just go get some chariots and move them in here, blow the rocks up.
Sighing, you start your journey back. All the richer for this mysterious experience.
Are we, though? I mean, I guess we have some money. I don't feel all the richer. I guess we're way richer in terms of sweet hydraulic armor suits. And let's see if there is... I bet that's the end. Yep, not even a credit sequence. Okay, well, a little anticlimactic. I do wish that the final encounter had, I don't know, some unique enemies or something to really set it apart, but it didn't. So now we're done. I suppose that's going to be it for us for today and for the series. Thank you all so much for watching. I enjoyed this. It's a little on the simple side, but I don't mind a simple game every now and then. You know, I had a lot of fun with the Warhammer 40k Mechanicus when that came out as well. It is entirely possible this will get updated, and if it does, it's probably the case that we will check out those updates. But for now, we're all done, so come back tomorrow for some new stuff, and we'll see you then.